Hi everybody, I'm Joe.
And I'm Mary.
And we're Book Buds.
Today we're going to share with you all about Joe's Bookish broken heart. He's been going through some changes lately, and it affects his books.
Yeah.
So tell folks about it.
Okay. Well, since I was young, I've had just books upon books in my room, like when I was a kid, and then, got my own place, an adult, if you will, and filled my apartment with books forever. So they're always around me, which makes me feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I want, I can just browse the bookshelves, pick out a book, look at it, etc., etc.
And Joe, he'll, grab books like we've told you before. If we're passing a free section of books, he's like, oh, I'm going to take this, I'm going to take that. So he's always getting more and more books and has done a couple of unhauls because of this, because I feel like you've been realizing, I don't need quite this many.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Well, since you brought it up, so when I moved into my own place, I did give away a lot of books.
Okay.
And then, I was in my place for 10 years, and, that feeling went away, and I started buying. But, I had a small place. I'm giving it away. I have a small place.
You can give it away.
So, at a certain point, I was like, ooh, I gotta, pump the brakes. There's not a lot of room. I don't want to have, a hoarder's house with, all these books. So it sparked something in me that, I need more space, and I want, a bigger place.
For more books.
For basically more books, right? So what's going on in my life is that I'm moving, right? And, I'm sure we all know the stress that comes along with that.
I hate moving.
It's just a lot. The packing up. Before that, I'm trying to unhaul these books. So I've done about 4 unhauls, really purging some books. But when I packed up, Mary, most of my belongings are books. And, okay, so I didn't want to have them in cardboard boxes or anything like that, because
What else would you put them in?
The plastic bins. So I went and I bought a lot of plastic bins.
Those are heavy, filled with books.
They are heavy filled with books.
Oh my God.
I didn't have to move, but the movers, he was complaining. He was like,
ugh.
I'm like, whatever. So, because a lot of the books that I have are collectibles or just special to me, and I can't be having them damaged or water on. No,
they're too good for cardboard.
Sorry. So all of my books are in
5-gallon. Is that what they are? Those
they're
big
huge,
bins.
and there's probably 12 to 15 of them, just with books.
Wow.
Just with books.
So what was it like putting them in there? Because I know you unhauled a little bit before you started packing up, but touching all your books and putting them away, how did you feel?
It was a very long process. I cleaned them all as I took them off, and packed them. Now packing them, it was a little bit of a process because I'm not an expert at packing books, so I didn't want any of them to get bent or ruined. If you have some paperbacks, you have some hardcovers. So I was just trying to figure out which way to place it. Which way do I put it? How do I get the most in this box without ruining all of it?
Honestly, a cardboard box would have given you better structure for this shape, because those plastic bins, they swoop out. That's hard to fill.
And some of them are on wheels that I got, so they do have it's not flat.
Yeah, that wasn't wise. I don't know why you did that.
So that was annoying.
Wow.
So yeah, so it was a process. It was a process, but now I just feel everything is just all over the place. I have books here, I have books there, I have books in my car. All those books are in the storage unit. I'm my babies, they're probably so scared and lonely and cold all alone.
I know, you should put a blanket in that bin before you filled it up.
Some I think do have.
Okay.
Because I have a lot of blankets too.
Okay.
I should have also done that for our tag. What do you have a lot? I have a lot of freaking blankets. It's I had a 1-bedroom. Who's coming to stay with me? I have so many blankets. So I did put blankets in boxes and stuff. So I think those were cushioning.
Okay. So how long are you going to be away from your books? How long has it been so far?
It's been a month.
Okay.
Since I moved out. And again, I need books for Book Buds. I need books for myself. I have library books I couldn't pack up.
Yeah, because he's not an e-reader, so you need your books.
Yeah, so most of them are in the storage unit, but then I have some at like a friend's house, and then I have some in my car that are traveling with me. And like I'm like, okay, I can't lose these library books. Like I have to keep track of these. Like I need, we need books to hold. This is Book Buds. So like I have a box of books in my car, and then it's the whole deal.
Yeah.
It's a whole big to do.
Are there any books that you packed away that you're like, oh, I wish I still had them, or I want to touch them, or I wanted to read that?
Well, a few times when I'm talking with you, I'm like, damn it, that's packed up. Because like you're reading and I wanted to read it. Or like we just said this morning about our Land of the Stories series.
Yeah, the Land of Stories. Yeah.
Those are packed up. We have to finish those.
And I just read The Night Circus, and you were like, oh, read it. Mine is packed away. I can't read it.
Night Circus is gone. I mean, of course I could go get it at the library, but I mean...
No, but you have it. It's packed with a nice cozy blanket in a bin.
I spent money on it. I need to read it. So I'm thinking, this process takes a while. So I think I'm going to be in by the new year, into the new place, and then me and Mary were excited, planning upcoming videos and because now I have something to organize.
Unpack. I'd love to organize. I would have enjoyed packing too, but I would have needed a straight edged box. I would have been complaining.
Well, some were straight, some were straight edged.
Okay. if I'm there for the unpacking, that's going to be really fun for me to see how they're all in there.
Right.
So we hope to film something like that in the future. I would love to help my bud set up his new books area.
Yes, it's very exciting. There's a lot of possibilities. I'm thinking of getting new shelves, just dedicating one room or one floor to my books. So this is going to be different for me. I'm very excited. It's going to be more space. It's going to be more of a reading nook. I'm going to have a lot more wall space for new shelves.
Do you have a reading chair that you typically like to read in at home?
Well, I would just usually go on my couch, but I'm selling my couch. So this is the possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
I can get a reading chair, Mary. You're right.
Reading chair. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you. See, so super bittersweet because you're missing all these books that are far away from you. You know of them, you're thinking of them, and they're too far out of your grasp, but it's gonna revolutionize his reading space. I'm so excited.
Yes. Yeah, it's really exciting.
Yeah.
It's just a whole brand new chapter. Get it?
Now, I definitely hate moving, but I'm excited for you. I think this will be really fun. And also that you were weeding out stuff. I remember one of your unhauls, you're like, what is this garbage that was on my bookshelves? Because you really just would pick up any free thing.
Anything.
Or any really super discounted thing. You're like,
anything.
This looks like a good deal. Maybe I'll read it. and you're like, I need to get rid of this.
Yeah.
So I feel like you're going to have awesome books that you feel excited about. That some you've read, some you haven't, that just all feel good in your new space.
And I have to tell you, Mary, you really know me with my book buying stuff. So I was just addicted to buying books, right? So I've really changed the way that I think, because I went away for the weekend a couple of weekends ago, and I purchased a book. I got the new Wicked book.
Okay.
Right? I felt guilty. I felt guilty buying it.
Honey.
I was like, I've completely changed the way that I think and the way that I interact with books. I'm borrowing books now. But
was it a pretty book? Was it a special cover and things like that?
Well, those are the ones that you liked it because it had the half flap and you open it up and the cover on the actual book is
you sent me that picture. Yeah.
Yeah, so it is nice.
Yeah. So I support you in buying that.
No, I know. It's
why are you feeling guilty about that?
It's just amazing how that happened.
Wow.
And now I'm anticipating, moving into this new place, buying new shelves. And now, I am in a position I could buy more books.
Right.
Because I have a bigger place now. So, I need to, reverse it a little bit.
No, you got it slow and steady.
Well, you're giving me mixed signals now.
I'm sorry. I love hearing about the beautiful books that you buy, and I've never really purchased books just for their beauty like that to display, and so that's awesome, and I support that. But to slow down on all the other stuff, because we do a lot from the library. You don't need to buy every new book that comes out.
Yeah, no. Definitely not.
So I absolutely support the beautiful book purchases.
Yes.
And just given how many you have, if you don't have as many books as Joe, go ahead and buy the books that you want to buy. But this man's got a lot of books that he wants to read. So that's
Yeah.
why you needed to slow
Yeah.
down, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've also seen your habits change because the library that we film by has shelves right out front all the time with free signs. And we try not to go over there to look at it, but every so often we do. And Joe, he gets very excited. Like, his hands go right out. He lights up and he's touching everything. He's like, oh, and he picks up like 4 books and he's like, these are, no, I'm going to put them back. Like, he
put 'em
just,
back.
right mid-sentence, as he's like thinking about taking them, he's like, no, I don't need these, you
Right.
know?
I feel like I'm in recovery. I'm in recovery.
You really are.
Wow, I'm doing
Changing.
good. Holy
And you
crap.
still have lots of gorgeous books. So
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
like, you know, we've erased this from his life or anything. We've just changed it, shaped it.
Yeah, I have lots of gorgeous books, and then I have a lot of those other books that are just
You got to read.
run of the mill, like not
Yeah.
nice books.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah, those are. I don't need those types. Special
Yeah.
editions. Once in a while, I find like, of course, I'm gonna get the Wicked books. That's the
Of
Wizard of
course.
Oz. So
Of
obviously,
course.
I'm gonna buy that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just interesting.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Like, I think the hard part is over. Like, moving out was like really annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Like, moving in, it's a lot of work, but it's like it's gonna be fun.
It is gonna
like,
be
you get
fun.
to decorate a new place
Yeah.
and, like, you know, all these books. And I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
It's still several weeks away, which is the sad part and the hard part because, I mean, still one book here and there will come up and it's like, oh, that's in my storage. So I can't read that now.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's gonna be really, I can't wait to see the end result.
Yeah.
So are you guys excited for the end result? Have you ever moved and like redone your book display? I'm sure that's like a super fun thing to do.
Yeah, if you have any tips, you know, let me know, because I'm definitely gonna need them.
Yeah, how should he organize? Should we alphabetical? Should we just throw them up as they come out? Should we color coordinate? Mine are always just however they come out. I've never, which is weird because I am kind of like OCD, but I've never organized my books into, like, I'll put a series together, obviously. But
Yeah, see, genre maybe.
no, I've never done that. Should be interesting. We'll see where we end up.
Yeah, I'm
Give
excited.
us suggestions
All right, well, if you're enjoying Book Buds, give us a thumbs up
and share us with your friends.
and subscribe to our channel, Book Buds.
Wow. Keep watching. The bloopers are next.
Is that good?
That was great. That's fun. I feel like it helped me as a person.
This was like book therapy.
Yes, it was. It was total therapy. Realizing epiphanies during filming, I'm like, yes,
I have so much growth.
yeah.
Need a pose for picture.
Yes, a broken-hearted
Yes.
Joe.
Yes.
Sad.
I know.
I'm trying to make. I miss my books.
It's gonna be okay.
Mary, this is terrible.
Switch side.
That's good, no? I mean, how many times am I gonna fucking frown?